Dobro Jutro, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Monday, September 23rd, 2019. Going to do an energy check-in for the Twin Flames today. Also want to let you guys know that my Oracle cards I was working on, they did get approved for sale. So yay! So I'll link that in the description box for those who are interested. I did them as cheap as I could. You know, I did shrink wrap instead of a box and things like that because it keeps the cost down. Because some of these decks that I've seen are like upwards of $40 to $50, and I'm like, no. I think they're like just a little over 17 or something like that for you guys. So I'll link that in the description box for you guys. I'm really, really excited. I haven't received my pack yet, but hoping to get those sometime this week so that I can actually use them on my channel. So. Alright, so first card we get today is the moon. We do have a new moon in Libra coming up here in just a little bit. Be a really good time to balance out some energies because I know that both twins have been feeling fairly off balance. There is some imbalance in the connections as well. Divine Feminine had been for the longest time giving way too much to the connection instead of working on herself. I do feel that some Divine Feminines are still, you know, in the process of backing away from the connections, you know, working on themselves. A lot of information coming from source, you know, showing them how to do that, how to stand in their power. And really, they've just kind of had enough, really. So definitely a lot of things coming to light. I feel also on the Divine Masculine side, a lot of illusions are being broken right now. That could be about karmic partners. It could be about the connection. It could be about themselves, you know, where they've been deceiving themselves for such a long time that they're good and they're happy in their situations and they're starting to understand that they're actually not. So a lot of things coming to light here recently with this past moon that we had in Pisces. You know, so again, Divine Feminine, you know, had been in this waiting period, just waiting for results, waiting for, you know, her Divine Masculine to wake up, blah, 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 you know, but again, she's starting to understand that really there's nothing she can do to control it. The only thing she can do is go within and do her own thing, right? So divine timing kind of coming into play here, and that impatience is kind of drifting away, okay? So she's in, she's kind of within doing her own thing, right? Divine Masculine right now, a lot of Divine Masculines trying to, you know, hoping time would get rid of this connection, and it hasn't, right? So they're feeling a little impatient about it because they're really not quite sure what steps to take next, right? They're just feeling really, really pulled in two different directions. So on the one side, you've got Divine Feminine who's kind of going with the flow. On the other side, you've got Divine Masculine who is just like, I don't know what to do with this. I have no idea what to do with this connection or this information that I'm getting. I have no idea. You know, so they're kind of in that indecision mode right now, okay? They don't really know which way to go here, okay? And of course, this is Pisces, so some of you may be a Pisces or dealing with a Pisces, and of course, Earth is coming in now. So again, Divine Masculine feeling very stuck in 3D situations, okay? But there are Divine Feminines who are stuck in theirs. Again, stop focusing on your Divine Masculine's karmic situation, okay? Focus on yours. What do you need to clear? What do you need to clear in your life right now? Okay? Because if you're feeling stuck, again, I guarantee you, your Divine Masculine's feeling stuck. Okay, feeling like he can't go anywhere, feeling very listless, feeling like nothing he does is right. You know, it doesn't matter what decision he makes, it's going to be the wrong one. You know, that's kind of how he's feeling right now. And Divine Feminine, standing in her power, trying to find her mission, trying to make herself happy here. You know, kind of going in a bunch of different directions, trying to find her bliss, right? Whereas for the longest time, she had just been feeling really, really impatient, okay? Just really tied down, feeling like she can't move, right? So just stay strong, Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine, this will pass as well, okay? I do feel some of you will be getting messages very soon from your counterparts. And again, this may be triggering, so just keep yourself grounded. Okay, and it may be, you know, kind of like an initial communication, like a test communication to see how you react if you're triggered, okay? Again, a lot of Divine Masculines in their heads about the connection. Divine Feminine in her head, but not so much about the connection. More really about the energy she's been feeling, kind of like still trying to figure out what she's going to do next, not really quite sure, you know? So So, you know, this will pass as well. I know, you know, especially with Libra coming up, the new moon in Libra coming up. Again, it'll be a really good time to balance out some energies because I do again feel that both twins have been very, very unbalanced in their own lives and within the connection. Okay, so we also have Sagittarius and air signs coming in today. All right, let's take a closer look at Divine Masculine, see what's going on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so Divine Masculine feeling again very, very unlucky. Sorry, I got a hair like right here. Okay. Anyway, Divine Masculine feeling very unlucky. He just feels like nothing he does is good enough. Nothing he does makes any difference, and he just feels like the world is against him right now. So some dark night of the soul definitely coming in very heavily right now for some of these Divine Masculines who are still going through awakenings, okay? So again, with the ring here, it's telling me some of you are dealing with a Divine Masculine who is in a relationship of some kind, but you also may be in a relationship, and that may be a block to your connection right now, these karmic relationships, okay? So keep that in mind. But Divine Feminine, you just need to have patience. You need to have compassion, okay? I know there's so many Divine Feminines out there, for some reason, are just so angry with their Divine Masculines and their karmic situation, and specifically if they have karmic partners, they're mad at their karmic partner, or they're mad at their family, or whatever it is. But you have to have patience with this, okay? Because these karmic situations, a lot of them are they're really not easy to break. Okay, they've been in these situations for a long time. They've been kind of conditioned by these belief systems, or conditioned by their family, or conditioned by the karmic partner, or what have you. You know, it's really hard to break those cycles. Okay, so you really need to have patience. You need to have compassion, forgiveness. Okay, forgiveness comes without expectation, as love does. Love goes, you know, comes without expectation. Okay, you don't love somebody in expectation that they love you back. That's not actual love. That's a condition. Okay, same with forgiveness. Okay, if you're forgiving someone because they, you know, you feel that they owe you, you know, forgiveness or whatever. That's not true forgiveness. Okay, true forgiveness comes without expectation. So just remember that. Okay, but they are trying. They really are trying to get away from these situations, mainly for themselves, which is what they need to do. Okay, really, at this point, it's like, I know Divine Feminine, you know, some of them are just like, well, they need to because blah blah blah. But no, it's actually about them. It's about their happiness. Okay, just like you figuring out your stuff is about your happiness, right? They need to understand what their happiness is and the things in their life that they no longer need. Okay, that need to go. The things, the people, the situations in their life that they no longer need, okay? And they're trying to do this. They're trying to stand in their truth to do this. They're trying to make that decision to do that, okay? So, because the Divine's coming in and showing them what they need to leave behind, who they need to leave behind, so that they can stand in their truth, unafraid, okay, right? Because so much of this has emotion tied into it. There's so much emotion here. There's a lot of emotional baggage here that needs to be left behind, okay? And they're understanding this. It's coming to light, okay? It really is. It may be slow. It may not be fast enough for you, but keep in mind, again, a lot of these situations are very, very difficult to get away from in the 3D, okay? And they feel trapped. They do feel trapped. And we know that a lot of that is in their head, that a lot of it is an illusion, and they're understanding that as well. They're starting to understand that, okay? That these mountains are not insurmountable, okay? But they need to leave this stuff behind before they can ascend. All right, so they're getting that, right? All right, so a lot of them are getting signs, triggers, messages from source about the connection. Most of them are aware of the connection at this point. They may not know what it is, but they know there is a connection, okay? Some of them are actually researching the connection. They're trying to figure out if this is real, if it's just, you know, woo-woo nonsense, you know, that sort of thing. Same thing you probably went through when you first were triggered and you first figured all of this out. You're doing a bunch of research trying to figure out if you were crazy or not, right? So again, compassion is needed. Patience is needed, because they're going through the same thing that you already went through. It's just going to hit them 10 times harder because they're not quite as open as Divine Feminine is, okay? So you need to have patience with them while they figure it out, while they stand, you know, try to figure out how to stand in their truth, especially standing up for themselves against the people and the situations in their life that are causing them pain, or to continually repeat these cycles over and over and over again. You know, they're trying to figure out how to break free of that, okay? And the divine is guiding this. The divine is coming in and trying to help them figure it out, okay? But it is a process, so again, need to have patience. So the connection coming in very strong today. A lot of divine masculines have the connection on their mind. They have divine feminine on their mind. But they're also understanding that this is a spiritual connection. It's something that they really didn't understand, and they don't understand why it's not going away. Right, which is probably why a lot of them are triggered into researching the connection and trying to figure out, well, what the hell is happening, right? Just like you did. So very strong today between the twins. Okay, so just be aware that you may be feeling some pull. You may be feeling some anxiousness, right? Because divine masculine is definitely feeling very let down in his current karmic situation, okay? Very let down. He feels like he's just been giving to this situation, and it just never seems to be enough. It just never seems to be enough. Okay, so this again could be a karmic partner, could be family, could be a religion, whatever. So just keep that in mind. It could be really anything that keeps them stuck in these cycles. But they keep repeating these cycles over and over again, right? And they're starting to wake up to the fact that they're just not receiving anything in return. It's very, very unbalanced. Okay, and so that to me, that right there is like the catalyst, you know, for change. Once you realize that there is an issue, that's when you start, you know, making that decision to change it. Okay, and so that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to figure out what to do. All right, they're trying to figure it out. And again, divine is coming in and trying to show them which cup to choose. Okay, because so long they've been choosing the same darn cup. Okay, because they keep having these towers and they keep making the same mistakes, right? And the towers keep happening over and over again. But the divine is coming in and trying to guide them to the Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. So divine masculine, just, you know, listen to what source is telling you. You know, I know there are some divine masculines that do watch my channel. You know, just keep going, keep doing your thing. Everything's going to be fine. You're not lost. You're not lost. I know it feels like it right now, but you are not lost. Okay? And there is no failure. There's no failure on this journey, all right? So Divine Feminine, I find it interesting that the first card to come out today is the Hierophant. So, yeah, probably getting a lot of feelings, 5D communication, things like that from your Divine Masculine, you know, because he is waking up, he is figuring all of this out, right? So probably getting a lot of, I would say, dreams, song messages, telepathy, signs, things like that. Some of them, again, may be coming in and actually trying to talk to you about this, okay, because they really don't know what to do, but for some reason they know that you know more than they do. All right, so they may be coming in and asking you what it's all about, right? But keep in mind, again, it may trigger you, okay? So just if it does, just take a moment, figure out why it's triggering you, and work on that and heal that, because it's just another lesson that you need to learn, okay? Don't be afraid of the triggers. Don't be afraid of the towers. But let him come in. Let him express what he needs to express. I feel like he's very passionate right now, and some of them may be coming in just for sex, okay? But remember, you want to stand your ground, okay? You're not... If you feel like it's not the right thing to do, don't do it. And I'm not going to tell you you can't do it. That is not my place, okay? But you need to go within and you need to figure out if it's the right thing to do. All right. If there are any red flags, right? All right. So because we don't want to get back into this heartbreak mode, right? And some of these triggers, they are very painful, okay? And they do trigger heartbreak a lot, right? But I do feel that Divine Feminine, you know, that she understands this. And she understands, basically what she needs to do for Divine Masculine comes in. I do feel a lot of Divine Feminines in this collective have really come a long way. Like they're at the point where they're like, you know what, he can come in, it's fine, I don't really care, right? So standing in their truth, understanding that, you know, that they need to feel the triggers if they do come, but that they're not going to overreact to it when it happens. And I do feel like that's a really good step, right? Because Divine Feminine's standing in her power, she's doing her thing. A lot of you have gotten into mission, you know, she's listening to spirit, listening to the signs, the signals that she's getting from Source, and understanding that only she can control her destiny, okay? She has full control of herself and can't control the connection, can't control things around her, but she does have full control of herself, right? Okay, so she's going within, figuring out how to navigate these toxic situations. Some divine feminines are still in some toxic situations and trying to get out, and they're trying to figure that out, right? But the soul goal is here. This is the flame, okay? So just remember, you know, Divine Masculine's going through this too, okay? You're not alone, all right? I do know that some Divine Feminines are still going through ascension right now, so probably sleepless nights and crazy dreams, you know, feeling kind of just listless and not really quite sure, you know, where to go. So a lot of them are feeling that way right now, but you have to remember, you know, especially when you're in separation right now, it is not permanent. Okay, it is not permanent. There are karmic situations right here. This is showing me an older female, so some of you may be dealing with an overbearing mother, or a divine masculine who has an overbearing mother or mother figure here. So keep that in mind, okay? That is really hard to deal with sometimes, right? So just keep that in mind. Also, you have to remember that each of you has to walk a different path there for a while, okay? And eventually you will come back together. This fence will disappear, okay? So the connection, again, very strong. I do feel that Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine are both reminiscing about the friendship that they shared and the affection that they share for one another here, okay? They're just having to walk different paths right now. Oh my goodness, and look at that. There's children in the background. Okay, so again, some of you are dealing with Divine Masculines who have children. Okay, so and these karmic situations, like especially when they involve children, are very, very difficult. Very, very difficult, okay? So just need to have patience, need to listen to yourself, need to go within, and stop blaming your Divine Masculine, stop blaming the karmic situation, you know, because there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than you realize, okay? And a lot of them are very deceptive about it. They'll pretend to be happy and they're really not. Okay, and they do it to appease their family. They don't want to disappoint anybody. Okay, so messages from the counterparts today. Your divine counterpart wants you to know they are grateful for you. They may not be acting like it right now, but they are grateful for you. So you need to be grateful for them. You need to be grateful for yourself, grateful for everything you have in your life. This seems to be a mantra here within the last week. Gotten be grateful, be grateful, be grateful over and over and over again, because you need to be grateful. Okay, stop dwelling on the things that you don't have. Be aware of what you're projecting, okay? Because you're always mirroring. You're always mirroring, all right? If you're putting out negativity, you're going to get negativity back. Just remember that, okay? So try not to blame, try not to judge, try not to criticize, okay? Because all that's going to happen is you're going to get karma right back to you, okay? So just remember that. You want to fake it until you make it, right? As far as bliss goes. Fake it until you make it. Okay, as long as you act in love, as long as you act in happiness, nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong, okay? So just close your eyes, think about something that makes you happy, and you will be happy. And you want to stay in that bliss mode, okay? Because that's what attracts your counterpart to you, okay? So remember to surrender, all right? You cannot control the situation. The only one who can control the situation is the divine. Everything is going to happen in divine timing. So stop trying to frustrate yourself. Just surrender to the journey and enjoy the ride, okay? And just remember that separation is an illusion. You're already in union with your counterpart, okay? As long as you're in union with yourself, you're in union with your counterpart. The 3D stuff, it's all an illusion, okay? And once you find inner union, it will manifest in the 3D for you, okay? All right, let's get some messages from Source. Yes, those of you who have not found your mission, do it now. Do it now. Use the gifts that the divine has given you to help somebody else. You know, it doesn't have to be twin flame related, okay? And as you do that, it'll raise your vibration, right? And it'll make you happy, okay? So a lot of you are awakening up to really who you are. Some of you are starseeds. Some of you obviously realize that you've had past lives and that sort of thing, and you're exploring that, and that's really good. The more that you know about the emotional baggage from past lives, the easier it's going to be for you to move on and to burn all of that away, right? And of course, the twin flames coming in today, okay? So again, the connection very, very strong. So you may be feeling that. If you're feeling like you need to, I would recommend putting a bubble of protection around you and your twin every single morning. That is what I do. protect them and guide them on their way, okay? Also yourself, all right? So remember that the divine has your back, that you are not alone, okay? Listen to the messages that you're receiving from Source. Use the gifts that you've received from Source. Everything's going to be fine. Stop trying to control everything around you. The only thing you can control is yourself, okay? Go within and figure out what you need to do next. If you're feeling stuck, go within. Ask your spirit guides to help you, okay? There is nothing wrong with asking for help. All right, don't think you can take it all on yourself, because a lot of times you can't, okay, and that's okay. And Divine Masculine coming in again today, very strong, so they are awakening, okay, they're getting it, so just need to have patience with them while they're figuring everything out, all right. They're feeling very pulled in two different directions, but they are waking up to their power, okay. Divine is coming in and trying to show them what they need to do next, okay. So just be patient with them, guys. Be patient with yourself. Everything's going to be fine, okay. Alright guys, well thank you so much. If this has resonated, please like, share, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.